I've had so many issues figuring out the lighting lately. Whenever I'm sitting right here, it's easy, like this, when I'm sitting like facing this way, it's easy because the window is right there. But here I'm having to use lighting, otherwise like this whole half side of my face is dark. So let me know if this is okay or if I should like brighten it up more, because other times when I make it brighter, then once I export it, the footage looks like really, really bright and grainy. So let me know what you guys are thinking about this right here. Obviously for tutorials, I'm gonna continue sitting over there just because it's brighter, but when we're just talking like this, you and me, how does this look? Let me know. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Today, I'm gonna be sharing with you my favorites from the month of October. For once, within the last like 3 months, we're actually getting this up on time. So pat on the shoulder for me, because lately I have been slacking and I don't want to be that person anymore. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start today's favorites with the makeup first, then go into skincare and random favorites. So I will go ahead and start. Actually, I think I'm pretty much wearing everything here, which is nice because I feel like lots of times I share favorites with you and then I'm not wearing it that day, which is kind of annoying. So we'll go ahead and start with the boldest thing, which is what's on my lips right now. This is the Maybelline lipstick in Espresso Exposed. I am still working on editing the video of like all the vampy lips that are under $10. I posted a teaser photo on Instagram and a lot of you guys have been asking me when it's coming. Very soon, I promise. I had a couple issues, but I went back and edited them, so hopefully that will be up soon. But for right now, this is what's on my lips. Just a it's a super deep, like kind of plummy raisin color. I really like it. The only thing is I feel like it makes my top lip look really small because I don't have a full top lip, but you just gotta work with what you have. But if you guys haven't tried these Maybelline Color Sensational lipsticks, I love them. Maybelline has been releasing a ton of really pretty colors, like that entire matte line. I will have that video linked down below if you guys haven't seen it. Those lipsticks I love, but the formula is so comfortable to wear, and scent-wise, it doesn't really have a scent, which I appreciate. If it's not gonna smell good, then I would rather just be unscented. Like for instance, the Loreal lipsticks, I hate the smell of those. These do have a faint smell, but it's nothing like the L'Oreal lipsticks that just smell like an entire box full of like your grandma's powders. You know how it has that really weird like grainy powdery smell? These don't have that, so I've been loving this color. Another lipstick, I'm not wearing this one, but I've been so obsessed ever since I received it. I've been wearing it like every other day, which is kind of crazy because it's a bright red, but it's so pretty. This is the NARS lipstick in the shade, Hardwired Lipstick in Deadly Catch. This is out with their holiday collection, but this formula is so glossy you can wear it on its own. It's not overly glossy to where it like feels really slick to where it's gonna slip off your lips, but just that really comfortable like moisturized glossy feeling, and I'm so obsessed with this. Pretty much it for lipsticks. Now moving on to eyes. I have 3 products here. All 3 I am wearing right now. If you guys are familiar with me and my channel, there's like a rogue hair in my face. Just get it out. There we go. He's just plucked and gone because he couldn't behave. You know, I'm a huge fan of the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I still do use that, but the powder that I've been using lately is a newer one to my collection. This is from Benefit and it's the Brow Zings kit. I have mine in medium. I do kind of want to see what the light one looks like. I'm guessing there's a light, I don't know. This is the one that I have though. There's a wax on one side, which I do like, but I mainly just use the powder here. Then you get 2 brushes, an angled brush, another little blending brush, and these itty bitty tweezers, which have seriously come in handy. They're really sharp, like they're great quality. Even though they're mini, don't let their size deceive you because they work great. I actually like leaving this in my purse too, just because sometimes, I don't know, like the tail ends of my brows are very stubborn and they like to like kind of come down. Like this is the one that always does it. It's so frustrating. It's actually not doing it right now, which is a surprise. So normally I'll either just pluck that hair or get some of this wax and use it. And then the next eyebrow product I have here is one from Tarte. This is called the Amazonian Colored Clay Tinted Brow Gel. I freaking love this stuff. I really only use it for the front portion of my brows just because I feel like this area, like it has enough hair, but for whatever reason, like the hairs right here are really light compared to like the mid portion and the tail end of my brow. So I don't like to go in with too much powder in the front, like too much powder or pencil, just because then my eyebrows look really harsh. So this I feel like works perfectly. There's not fibers in it or anything like that, but there's just a really nice like tinted brown in it, and it just attaches to your hair like the right amount. It's not too much. Like I have another brow product that I got from one of my subscription boxes. I cannot think of the name right now. I loved that at first, but then afterwards I noticed like it had fibers in it and it almost like made my brows look like dirty, kind of like I went in with too much product. This places just the right amount, and I love the brush on this. If you guys are familiar with the Benefit Gimme Brow, it's similar to that, but I don't know. I go back and forth. I love both equally, but this is the one that I've been reaching for more, so if that tells you anything. I also really, really like the brush on this. I feel like it's even smaller than the Gimme Brow one. It is a different shape too. Okay, and then I have 2 more eye products here, which I accidentally left on the desk. Okay, now I'm creating a huge mess. First one is this Too Faced palette. This is the Everything Nice palette. I seriously love this. I was kind of debating it for a while just because I was like, I have so many palettes, do I really need another? But I'm so glad I picked this up. I'm a huge fan of Too Faced shadows, but the colors in this one are seriously amazing. This is pretty much everything that I'm wearing on my eyes, except I think I used 2 of my Makeup Geek shadows for like my crease. But 2 colors that I've been gravitating towards like crazy is this one here. It's called Shiny Happy, and that's what I'm wearing kind of like on the front half portion of my lid. It's almost gold and silver at the same time, but it's super, super metallic and so sparkly. No, I should say shimmery, because there's not like chunks of glitter in it, but it just has this gorgeous sheen, and so I've been obsessed with that. Of course, Honey Pot. This was a color that came in the Natural Eyes palette. I don't know if it's still in that one because I know they like changed it up, but that has always been one of my favorite Too Faced eyeshadows. And then this one here, which I don't know, kind of took me by surprise because I'm not someone who normally like gravitates towards green eyeshadows, but this is what I'm wearing on the outer half portion of my lid as well as my lower lash line, just to kind of smoke it out, and I've been loving it. It's not like too crazy of a green to where like you look at me and you're thinking like Mimi from Drew Carey. And the very last eye product I have is what I'm wearing on my lower lash line. Like I mentioned, I use that green shadow in there to kind of like smoke out my lower lash line, but I use this first on my waterline, and then I'll go in with a stiff shader brush and kind of drag it down towards my lower lash line and just continue smudging it out. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Mars, and it's just this gorgeous green. Actually, those 2 match almost dead on, and I feel like the shadow really helps keep this pencil like in place all day. Okay, and then the last 3 beauty products I have here are all face products, so I'll kind of go in the order that I use them. First off is this primer from Tarte. This is the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. I love this stuff. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it at first because I thought, oh, maybe it'll like dry out my face, like just because sometimes, I know this sounds gross, but I feel like I need some of that oil on my skin just because my cheeks do get so dry. I don't want to say it's moisturizing, but it keeps enough moisture on my face to where it doesn't like dry my face out and look like chalky or like just like dry and powdery. If you guys are familiar with Benefit Professional, it does the same thing where it kind of just like blurs out your complexion and makes you look flawless, but I feel like this one's almost easier to blend out. When I first used it, I didn't like warm it up enough. I feel like it's better if you really kind of get your fingers in there and rub around like the perimeter of it and then put it onto your face. It just like melts right into your skin and makes your skin look flawless. Okay, now the foundation. I want to say this is pretty much the only foundation that I've worn all month. It's always nice when you can find a product that works really well for your skin that is so affordable. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Makeup Advanced Never Fail Makeup. How many times can we put makeup in the name? 18 hours, fights makeup meltdown. I have mine in the shade 606 Natural Buff. Comes with a pump, which I love. Now the first time that I used this a couple months back, I wasn't that sold on it because I think I used it with a beauty blender and then a brush, and it was just okay. But after like trying it more and more, I've realized the best way to get like a flawless application is using your fingers. It's a thinner formula, and I just feel like your fingers work better to just kind of like melt it into your skin. And it's a foundation where it still allows my freckles to peek through, but kind of like blurs out my other imperfections. So I really, really like it. It's not a makeup that creates cake face, which I mean, who really wants one of those? Probably more of a medium coverage. You can definitely build it up to full coverage if you like add more layers, but I like to just go in with one layer, use my fingers, rub it all in, and then go in with like concealer on my under eyes or any other areas where it didn't really cover up too well. And then the very last face product is actually one that I think I've mentioned in a favorites video before, but I've been wearing it basically all month and I felt like I had to share it again. I've told several people about this blush, and I know a lot of you guys have gone out to go get it. I hope it worked out as well for you as it did for me. I cannot get enough of this blush, and I don't know why more people don't talk about it because I feel like it's like the perfect, not everyday blush. Well, no, it could be everyday depending like how much you built it up, but I especially love this for like, I don't know, it works summer and fall. So maybe I will stick with everyday, but it's just such a gorgeous like bronzy, blush. It looks kind of scary, like, whoa, that's gonna be so dark, but that's what I'm wearing on my cheeks right now. And I feel like it's kind of like a blush and highlighter in one. This is a sheer tone shimmer blush. So there is that shimmer in there that gives you that nice glow, but it's such a gorgeous blush. I feel like this would look amazing on all skin tones, whether you're really fair or deep. If you love Warm Soul, you will love this one. It's just like a warmer version of that and has more of like a bronzy glow, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so that is it for makeup. Now moving on to skincare favorites. If you guys have been watching me for a while, then you know I used to swear by the Michael Todd Blue Green Algae Toner. But I recently found these two products and I have been so impressed, especially with this one here. This is the Walnut Grapefruit Polishing Scrub. It's an exfoliating body treatment and it's suitable for all skin types. I love this stuff. If you're someone who self-tans a lot, this is a great product to keep in your shower. I really like to exfoliate, especially my legs. I feel like that's one area where I always like get dry, irritated skin. I don't know what it is. I've bought like medicated lotions and everything, and my legs are forever dry. Like instead of forever young, they're forever dry. Constantly, I hate it. This like just like sloughs off that dead skin, and it allows like my moisturizer and oils that I use in the shower just to soak into my skin better. Plus the scent is amazing. It's just super fresh and clean in the shower. Obviously it doesn't smell like walnut, it just smells like straight grapefruit. Walnut is actually what exfoliates your skin, but it's a really nice and fine exfoliant, so it's not something that's like super abrasive and it's gonna irritate your skin. I squeezed some out here. So as you can see, it's still really thin, but there's enough grit in there to just really like buff off that dead skin. It makes your skin feel like baby smooth. Then I just have one other exfoliating product. This one here is the Wild Berry Exfoliating Peel. As soon as I read that name, I was like, yes, I need you in my life. This is for all skin types except sensitive. It's a skin rejuvenating treatment. This is like loaded with tons of different fruit extracts. I can't even remember all of them. Like the list is seriously never ending, but just for an example, there's wild bilberry fruit leaf extract, cranberry fruit, raspberry, grape seeds, grape, blueberry, willow bark, bergamot, Hawaiian nani fruit, just a ton of different fruit extracts in here. So I have been loving this product just to exfoliate my face. It's gentle enough to where you could use it every day, but I prefer to use it more like every 2 to 3 days. Now, especially on days where I'm wearing like heavier makeup if I'm filming, I feel like a cleanser isn't enough. I always like to go in with some kind of exfoliant or mud mask afterwards just to really like soak up and like extract all those impurities. This I feel like does a great job doing so. Once again, this has like little chunks of like seeds, grounded up like seeds and different like fruit extracts. This feels so good on your skin. It does have a slight like tightening, tingling feeling, but once you like wash it off, your skin just feels like so soft and hydrated and clean. Okay, now on to my final 2 favorites. These are just random favorites. Actually, I have 3 random favorites because this one favorite has seriously like taken over my month to where like I have to mention it. It's Sons of Anarchy. I had watched like a little bit of the first season and that was it, just because like I'd missed so many episodes. So I saw like 1 through 5 was on Netflix and then like 6 came on towards the end of the month. I have watched all 6 already. Like once I put Landon to bed, I basically stay up until like 2, 3 in the morning watching all of these episodes. I know that's ridiculous and sounds so like really get a life, but I cannot get enough. If you guys are into like, I don't know, it's a good amount of like drama, crime, thriller. It's just so good. I'm sure you guys are probably thinking like, why are you so late on this? Because season 7 is on right now. Jax Teller, that's all you need to know. Just go on your computer and Google Jax Teller. Even if you did Charlie Hunnam, but like the actual character Jax Teller is just like, it's like he's like that bad boy that every girl like secretly likes, you know? He's just gorgeous and the show is so good. I'm obsessed. Okay, then my final 2 favorites. I have a food favorite here. This is from Morningstar. These are the veggie burgers in the flavor spicy black beans. They are spicy black bean burger. It has can I read please? Southwestern style with black beans, corn, and tomatoes. It has 110 calories per serving. In this pack you get 4 veggie burgers. I actually like to eat these either with, I'll keep the patty whole and put on some mustard and then wrap it up in like bib lettuce with other veggies like avocado and carrots and eat it like that. Or I'll do the same thing. I'll get a piece of bib lettuce but like chop up this meat to where it's like small, almost like taco meat, and then just put like salsa and like pico and stuff, which I guess is No, it's not the same thing. Normally I do like pico, like I'll make pico and put that on top of it with like a little bit of guac and some cheese, and it's so, so good. Like these are loaded with flavor. They're not dry or anything, just because I normally like to make my own veggie burgers, but if I do buy some at store-bought, I've definitely tried some that are like really dry and just like, ugh, am I eating cardboard? These are really, really good. Okay, and then my final favorite is this candle here. I don't know if this one's limited edition. I need to go to Bath & Body Works and see if it's still out because I love it. Now, the only thing I don't like about this candle is the color. For whatever reason, I always gravitate more towards like cream or gray or white colored candles. I don't know, like red and green and all those funky colored candles, I just feel like don't look as pretty. So like that's why I kept passing this one up, but then finally I was like, no, I just want to smell it, just because the picture was just like so inviting and fall looking. So this is the scent Tailgate, and it's just another like cologne-y type of candle. If you guys like mahogany teakwood, I feel like you would like this one. I always gravitate more towards like fresh, clean, or like warm scents, or scents that smell like cologne. Like that's why I love this one. I just feel like it makes my house smell so clean. I'm not really into bakery scents. So just to give you guys a description, this says, it's game day. Capture all the fun of tailgating on a fall afternoon in a blend of dark cedarwood, sage, and a touch of soft musk. Yes, yes, yes. And yes, I just love it. It smells so good. Keegan actually likes this one. I think he may like this one more than mahogany teakwood, which says a lot because that's really like the only candle that I bought that he's always like, that smells really good. So yeah, this is husband approved. Maybe just because of the sticker, I don't know, but it smells really good. All right, so those are all of my favorites from the month of October. Just to give you guys a quick heads up, I'm thinking in November, I'm gonna do 1 or 2 weekly favorites, just because I feel like sometimes my like monthly favorites are overwhelming. Like for me, just because honestly, there are probably 5 more products I wanted to include in here, but then this video would be forever long. I feel like there's a lot of products that I use that I don't get to share with you guys, or I don't like really let you guys know about, just because I'm always like, once I get down towards the end of the month, I'm like, no, I need to like minimize this pile and make it smaller and not mention so many things. So if you guys are liking the sound of that idea, then let me know down below. Obviously, I wouldn't do one every single week just because I feel like that would get overwhelming. Like it would just be too many favorites, but maybe like 1 or 2 like Friday favorites a month. I don't know. I feel like that would help me out. Plus, then I would get to share more of the products that I truly enjoy with you guys. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. My necklaces are all tangled. Also, if you guys were curious about these are from Stella Dot. It's 2 separate necklaces. Like this is one and this is the other. I've been so obsessed with these 2. See, this is something else that I could have mentioned in a weekly favorites video. It probably would have been in one. But yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys would like to tell me your favorites, be sure to leave those in a comment down below. And if you guys would like to stay updated with all of my future uploads, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.